Jesus Christ. Do people get fucked up all the time before their podcast? No. But do I get fucked up before the podcast? Yes. I gotta change my shirt because I vomited in my shirt. Woo! I didn't bust a single blood vessel under my eyes when I vomited everywhere. So think about that.
I'm thinking.
Cameras on in a minute? Ready to go in a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta turn the 4K on.
What does Scully have to say?
Scully.
Oh my god.
Monica Lewinsky. Monica. Usually I'm drinking to start the podcast, but now, today, I've been drinking to be before.
Feeling okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sometimes, man, you just gotta.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta puke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Timer for 20 minutes.
You know what? I gotta say, I'm concerned about how fast you eat food sometimes.
What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Folks.
Listen.
We had dinner before this pod. Our burgers came. The burgers were pretty hot. By the time I took 2 bites of my burger, Skylar was like on his last bite. His burger was gone.
Yes.
I just know now.
Under 1 minute. Under 30 seconds, I think.
I will say, though, all things considered, I just went through a horrible depressive episode, and I hadn't eaten in 2 days. So,
Yeah.
so
Another
To
reason,
be fair,
though,
yes, that is true.
Another
But-
reason why you shouldn't eat so fast. That's what my grandma would tell you.
you know what's crazy?
Too fast.
My grandma yells at me too, and I'll be like, "Shut up, grandma! You lived through depression," and I would just eat even faster.
Y'all didn't even have food, growing
Right?
up.
Yeah.
Right? You would think that you would eat the same. But no, living through like 12 going on 13 years
Yes.
of being the slowest eater of all time, having to live with the fastest eater of all time. I've just gotten used to like having him finish before I even take one single full bite.
Wow.
And then having him watch me eat the rest of my
Do you know what I
meal.
think it is, though? I honestly think it's this. What I like 2 things. I like consuming fast, right? Eating the food fast. It makes me feel good and warm, like instantly, like shooting heroin.
Dopamine.
You're right. But the second thing I like is I love talking while other people are eating. So like a lot of people don't want to eat. Like,
Is that a fetish?
No. Like, what I mean specifically is it's like I like to like lead conversations in weird places when I'm in a group of a large people, right? And when you're the first person done eating, you are always like, "What the fuck is coming off the top of my head?" And then you just say it, and then like it's the fuel of the conversation, and like because I love talking and eating at the same time. I like being done.
eating.
I like being done eating while other people are talking.
You like entertaining the dinner table, but finishing your food before
first.
everybody else.
Yeah. Even without having that being the entertainment factor, though, you eat it that fast.
Yeah,
Because it's just the two of us.
Oh, I do it alone.
Right.
I'm just worried about your intestines and shit is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
We're just worried about your colon.
Yeah.
We all know that you have like IBS.
How many times are you supposed to chew?
Chew what? Your food?
Yes.
At least
Two
two
I-
chews, but I don't think you even do that.
Well, because I kind of like do a bite, like a chew bite.
It's literally
It's like a snake, and you're just like, oh.
you swat.
oh.
Yeah.
You
You
just like
you hold on to it in your belly, and it just digests over time like a snake. And they fucking eat the thing that's 10 times the size. They're like, Skylar can eat 10 times his own body.
Right.
As you can see, he has unhinged his jaw. He will now rest for a month.
That'd be
digests.
sick.
Yeah.
That would be fucking sick.
That would be dope. You only have
he
to eat
goes
once
into
a
his
month.
month-long
Yeah.
hibernation
They just lay there like, oh fuck, that rat was
with that
so
giant
big.
fucking lump in their stomach that's
Just like
distended. And
Yeah.
They're just like,
giant.
why did I do that? Oh shit.
So that's gonna be you tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, it's always me tomorrow. I think that's a great example for me in life is I'm a person of extremes in a way that most people aren't. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go crazy. It's one of the reasons why I should not do hard drugs, because I'm like, why am I saving this until tomorrow?
I might as well do it all
right now. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. I am that type of person.
Even, to food.
Oh, man. So this whole little comedy podcast thing, it seems to... Like, I love the people that support us, but we're going to try to, like, pivot to a more general audience. And do you know what's the best way to do that?
What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is, comedy's one thing, but, like, they don't make comedies anymore for a reason. So let's go to the one thing that everyone loves about podcasts. We're going to become a true crime podcast. Are you ready?
That is my favorite.
True crime.
Brooke, you have the beautiful lady voice for it. Let's hear it. Okay, 1 second. Skylar, from the future, are you listening? Ready? Start the music. All right, ready? I'm going to join you.
Now I'm on the spot.
It's okay. Hey, welcome to the newest podcast. It's called Crime Time Live with Brooke and Skylar and our super producer, Spencer. But he's not in. Ladies and gentlemen, our story tonight brings us to the humble town of DeKalb, where there was one man committing mass murders, and there was only one person who truly believed that he was right.
But you will never know until we actually talk to him. We get him on the phone, and you won't believe what he tells us.
And you might be saying, why are we doing a phone? Because this podcast in general is usually great audio format, and it would really... Sorry, my voice is messing up. It'd really throw out the concept of the podcast. Wait, really quick, before we keep talking, we're going to talk to our sponsors. Our special sponsors today, HelloFresh. I know this might be a bit of a tonal slip.
Therapy and wiener pills.
Right.
BetterHelp is here for you.
Can your dick not get hard? Blue Chew.
You know what I hate, though?
Cryptocurrency.
On the True Crime podcast, when they act all overexcited and like, hi, True Crime fans! Are you excited for another story today? It's like, you're talking about someone who got cut in half and eaten and buried in a crawl space.
There's a time and a place.
Can you stop acting so fucking happy?
No, and like I say this loving true crime podcasts. I am a woman, a millennial white woman. Of course, I love true crime podcasts.
Don't sound so damn excited and happy, okay?
But, yeah, there's...
Take a page out of the Forensic Files book. The way that guy reads that
Forensic
shit.
Files
great pacing. That's a perfect pacing for murder.
That narrator, he knows how to do it.
Forensic Files, I will fall asleep to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it is about that guy's voice and the cadence.
Right.
And just, I mean, I know that they're talking about murder and just not fun things, but it's just so calming.
Is it mentally unhealthy that I literally fell asleep to Forensic Files for like years and years, I feel like? To stories of people getting murdered?
No, I've done the same.
You know what? Could you imagine if you were like, because everyone goes to McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine going through being the guy at the order thing, and like, there's no way that's just not his normal voice. He's like, how about 2 double cheeseburgers, lettuce off of them, and I would like a large fry.
Little did you know.
Little did you know.
Then I was gonna order a large Coke. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd be like, sir. Your voice
Right.
is the voice of God. You guys want to know a crazy fact I just learned the other day? Because I was going on a little serial killer rabbit hole.
Yeah.
From watching this Jeffrey Dahmer show.
After watching the Dahmer show?
I looked up the most prolific serial killers of all time. And this is crazy. One of the most confirmed prolific serial killer in the history of the world is this guy in Colombia. And he's up for parole next year.
Whoa. How many people did he kill?
The motherfucker... Because he killed like 170 something people.
Whoa!
Yeah, confirmed.
Was he like a soldier or something?
No, he just wandered from town to town, just fucking killing little boys and shit.
Holy shit!
He was a molester and kid killer.
Damn.
Because I imagine.
And he's going to be on parole next year?
I imagine law enforcement. So yeah, well, that's the crazy thing. Apparently in Colombia, it's like no matter what you do, you can't go to prison for more than like 30 years.
There's a lot of countries that are like that.
So yeah, this motherfucker's just been in prison since like the early 90s, and now he's getting ready to go. It's like, I wonder if he'll kill again or if he's reformed.
Interesting.
No.
It just blew my mind.
Yeah, I don't know what their prison system is like.
Yeah.
This is what I guess will happen to
I'm
that guy.
imagining just based on Locked Up Abroad, it's not great.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can like kill like 100+ people and they're like, You get the maximum of 30, but
right?
then you're free.
I'd be willing to bet you
crazy.
if he makes it out that there's no way that like one parent of those 130 children aren't just gonna be like, well, I live in this already shithole. I shouldn't call it a shithole country. Let's call it developing country, and you know that you're not gonna really get in trouble. What's the worst? You get 30 years,
right? And then you're out.
You're out too. I'll be like, well.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, I'm going to just handle business.
That's very true.
You just made me think of one more thing on the serial killer topic, and then we can move on. But you just made me think of another person on that list. This is crazy. This dude is called the Brazilian Punisher.
Hardcore name.
He killed over 100 people.
Whoa.
All gang members, rapists, like child molesters.
Why did they put him in jail?
Taking him off the streets.
Like this guy had his life story, according to this Wikipedia page that I read, ladies and gentlemen, is his girlfriend, his pregnant girlfriend, got killed by a gang member.
Sick.
So he hunted down every single member of
like
the
a
gang
vigilante.
in his town. He killed every member of this gang in his town. And eventually did like 20 years or something. I think he's out now. It said he's got a YouTube channel.
Oh, hell yeah.
Check him out.
Shout it out. I'll put it in the description right now.
If you want to come on the pod and tell us about
Call
being
in,
the Punisher.
Zoom link,
Okay.
we'll set it up.
I'm going to throw this out there now just because I thought of the idea. Robert Rodriguez, would you like to do a movie based?
Yeah.
I'll spec the script out if you want to do a movie about this guy. I'm interested. That sounds sick.
Yeah, that would make an amazing movie. This guy's life story.
Oh, dude, that
Punisher,
sounds like
but real.
we would have
That's
to.
crazy.
Well, the thing is, we couldn't use the Punisher monicum in the movie. But what we need a strong name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like could be associated with him. So when we do the Americanized movie version,
Like Avenger.
Yeah, like the fucking
maybe like Demon or like
the badass of Brazil.
oh yeah, Menace of Brazil sounds cool.
But
All right.
anyway,
We'll workshop
off of the
it.
serial
Workshop it. Yeah. Put that on the shelf for later.
Put that on the shelf for later. Okay, I have to tell you a funny fucking story. All right. So outside of the Walmart by our house, they have like a little strip between like where two cars come in and cars come out, right? And there's always a person there like panhandling, right?
Yeah, that's
for money.
like that's like the prime spot to panhandle.
Right. So I was driving out of Walmart, like by where the people sit and panhandle, and I saw a guy, like in a Kiwanis vest, I think that's what it's called, right? Kiwanis,
Kiwanis,
right?
Yeah, it's
And
like
Kiwanis.
the local children's
Right.
club for kids.
Club for kids,
People
right?
that hand out peanuts on the road. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. We've talked about him before.
Third time back, circling back around.
It's
back to the Kiwanis again.
right. I did not throw the peanuts in their face. Throwback reference. So
because
so I see him and he's like shaking a milk jug with the top cut off, and he's got
which
the vest
is what
on.
they usually put the money in.
They
right?
usually put the money in, right? And I hand him money, and I was fully expecting him to hand me a thing of peanuts. I don't know. Handed me nothing, right? And I get a better look at him, and I'm like, I think this guy's homeless.
He just got one of those jackets.
I don't know where. I don't know.
He took the shtick and ran with it.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's brilliant or if it's cruel.
That is
genius.
I don't know.
It's
Which
the
one
world's
is
it's the world's most genius diabolical panhandler ever. I couldn't believe it because at first I was waiting for my peanuts, and he didn't hand them to me. I'm like, well, maybe he doesn't have any peanuts. And then I really got to look at him and in the a lot of people can look dirty, right? It's a fashion statement now to look dirty, but I look closer. I'm like, there's dirt on this man's face. You know what I mean? I'm
How did he get that jacket?
I don't
he
know.
Fucking killed
Do you think?
a Kiwanis member.
I think he hunted down one of those people on the road.
It's just the thing is too.
Maybe that's your serial killer.
Maybe
Oh my God, you missed him. He's killing Kiwanis members.
he already knows about me because I won't stop posting about it on Reddit and
You've been posting about the serial killer on Reddit?
No, I did. I was gonna try to start doing it, but my idea is so vast that I don't want to come off as a crazy person.
I know you have a theory about a serial killer.
Yes,
And
I do have a very.
He does.
You know what? One day, I will do a standalone little episode not related to Power Hour. I will lay out my whole idea of why there's a serial killer.
You know what
Point
you're
for
gonna look
point.
like? You're gonna look like Charlie in It's Always Sunny with all the fucking red lines.
Yeah, I'm like, don't you see the connections?
You gotta be smoking a cigarette the whole episode when you talk about this. Like,
right.
I'm telling you, Bradley Peelson, he disappeared.
It's so okay. All I gotta say is,
I don't know. I need more convincing.
Look at missing women from 1991 to 1994 in DeKalb. Look at how many people there are.
That's 3 years. Right?
Yes, 3 years. Look at it. Look at the list.
I thought you were saying that it included that one guy that they had billboards all over.
Yes.
That was not during those years, was it?
There's periods. There's from like 93 to like 94 or 5. Where they're like, it's like
when was that one guy, when did he go missing? That was in the 2000s.
Yes,
Bradley?
that's in the 2000s.
Bradley.
Yes, it's in the 2000s. There's like these like swaths of time in DeKalb where there's huge like number of the same style of person go missing.
So you think this person's just starting and stopping? Starting and stopping.
I think
Why would they do that?
To probably not get caught as a fucking serial killer. If you really sincerely want to be a serial killer, you can't continuously be a serial killer.
Or they move for a little bit.
Move for a little bit. All I gotta say is I will.
I don't know. I think you need to do. I don't know. I'm not convinced yet.
No, I'll write it out an episode sometime where I put it all together because it's if you look at it all together, it seems a little bit more compelling. Just the ramblings of like myself.
You gotta like get the evidence PowerPoint
right
and everything.
Yeah. Yes. I want to see a PowerPoint, a presentation.
Okay, I have a dating sim where, okay, do you know what a dating sim is? Like a computer game dating sim where...
Like you're
trying to seduce...
simulation of going on a date with someone, I'm imagining?
Like
so there's like multiple... Usually the thing is like you're one guy and there's a bunch of anime girls with big titties that you're trying to seduce. It's like a whole style of game
I keep hitting you, Spencer.
that happens in Japan. I thought of a version that we should do in America. We should do a version where they have all of the people of Shark Tank are like the person you'd have to try to seduce one of the individual members of Shark Tank, right? In like a love simulator.
Hang on. Can I stop you right there? Though? Why would America want that? Why would we want to seduce the people of Shark Tank?
Who doesn't love Mark Cuban's
eyes
and that bald dude?
That would probably... I have to say...
I can't think of their other names.
Which member do you think you could most easily seduce?
This is a weird question.
I think
probably Mark Cuban.
Or that black guy.
The Fubu guy?
Fubu guy, yeah. I don't know what his actual name is.
So,
and then there's that one lady, and then what's the other spot?
That old lady is kind of
the lady with the blonde hair, right?
She's a babe too. But
she's
her
good
and the old
for
lady.
I honestly
for an older lady.
This is what I gotta say. When it comes to like the older lady that owns the QVC shit,
is she the blonde haired one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly think. Could you just imagine all day long?
I could see her being a cougar.
Yeah, all day long, me just rambling dumb ideas into the ether. Where I'm just like, what if we had like an ass wipe extender? Just like she's like genius. Put it on QVC all day. I'm just like catching royalty checks.
I don't know that much about these people, but I could just see her being on Quaaludes or some white lady pills.
Yeah.
And just being like, yes.
So fun.
Yep. Oh, darling.
Yeah.
The hardest one to seduce would be that damn bald dude who's always a hard ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That guy for sure.
Old bald dude.
Did you know that the British version of Shark Tank is called the Dragon's Den?
Which one came first?
Shark Tank? I think Shark Tank is first. But the shark, I'm like...
Dragon's Den sounds intense, though. That sounds kind of cool. Like
I will say that is a very British name for a TV.
It sounds like Harry Potter. It's
the
like
Dragon's Den.
They're probably
Harry
very
Potter
polite.
and the Dragon's Den.
They're probably very polite when they turn them down.
It's a British Bake-Off version.
No, thank you. We like you. We're just not interested. That's the funniest thing. You ever notice the difference between the British and the American competition shows?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Reality shows. Like, you watch, like... the British, the baking show or the fucking painting show I've been watching, and they're all like, I'm just here to have a good time.
Where I'm like, I'm a grandma, and I, you know.
Right.
And then
I've got my traditional recipe of cookies.
And then I turn on Ink Master, and they're just like, everyone here fucking sucks. I'm the best fucking artist here.
Yeah, right.
Everyone's a fucking piece of shit. Fuck all you.
I do think it is something about American, like, reality shows in general, because I feel like they, like, only put people on the, like, there's a lot more normal people.
They pick people on American reality
shows
to be crazy.
Yeah.
But like they don't, I feel like they probably don't do that on shows. Yeah. You know, just to have the crazy camaraderie and like bickering and
they're definitely normal people.
Fucking and whatever craziness.
That's enough usually. You know what I mean? Like
that's all Americans need. They don't actually need they don't want an inspirational story. They just want drama.
Right.
I'm obsessed with all of those shows. All of any competition show.
Right.
However,
I've even watched Project Runway before.
Oh, I fucking love Project Runway. Competition shows, are good though. But
one thing I do like about early 2000s shows like Project Runway or all those is just how blatant they were with their advertisement. They're like,
oh yeah,
L'Oreal Clinique will make you the beautiful woman that you mound to be.
I was just gonna say the next thing. Have you watched America's Next Top Model?
Oh, you know it.
That's my fucking jam.
You
from middle school.
It. We were all rooting for you.
We were rooting for you. Now, actually,
Tyra Banks was
watching that back now in like 2022 is so crazy. It's been 20 minutes. You need to get them their own laptop.
I will say though, okay, really quick.
I want to finish my thought about America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, America's Next Top Model.
Because if you fucking, I don't know if you remember anything about that show, or if you watch it again back, but some of the like it's so problematic. So many things about it, but like first off, there were so many photo shoots where they had them switching races. You know, a white person being a black person and like a black person being an Asian person and like just crazy shit like that.
It's so crazy how much people were lax of that shit in the 2000s because there's so much shit that I'm like, this is not just television. You know what I mean? Like even like not, like talking nowadays, like people like I was watching some old episodes of Mad TV or Mad TV clips, and I was like, holy fuck, some of this is just so There's one sketch that I watched, and it's a Snickers commercial with the N-word in it.
What?
And I was like,
oh my God.
Everyone's just saying the N-word.
Oh my Jesus.
And
Jesus Christ.
I was like, is this the fucking 50s?
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's pretty terrible.
It was fun. It's a funny show. But the thing is, it's crazy how much like culture will change in a really short period of time. You know what I mean? Like, like it was just cool.
Yeah. Now it's like cancel culture.
Yeah.
You know, like
I do wonder sometimes if it's just gonna like if it's like if it is a pendulum. Because like even like politics in general, like
everything kind of is secular, and
I really thought that we in general, like when Obama got elected, I thought we were just gonna like shift left.
Yeah. Until
like the right becomes like centrist.
Right.
But all of a sudden, like because of things like the Tea Party, it swings back the other way, where it's like we go so far right in society that it's like that like left, like even like centrist people seem more like left leaning. You know what I mean? Like especially with like shit like that. So it's like maybe it is just constantly a pendulum where sometimes it's like we're moving towards conservatism, and some more times we're moving towards like liberal ideology. You know
I think everything is like that because like fashion is cyclical, culture is cyclical. You know, like I think you just move through.
I have
periods of time.
Okay. I have an idea of something that I want you to talk about specifically, Brooke, but I don't know if you would feel comfortable talking about it.
Okay.
Will you tell the audience about Blogger Ant?
Well, okay. Now, I don't know exactly what you want me to say.
I want you to tell the specific story about the person inside the house, when they're inside their house.
I got it.
And okay.
Now, okay. I don't know. Okay. So, I feel like back in the day
You move a little bit towards the microphone. No, don't be right on that.
Okay. Back in the day, it was very popular to have a blog.
You used to have a blog.
When Tumblr was a thing, yes, I used to have a blog, a personal blog, fashion blog, quote unquote, fashion blog. But, I feel like it was kind of similar, around the time of Tumblr and stuff, where it was popular to have your own blog.
Right.
And my aunt, no. Okay, so she's not technically my aunt.
Just leave it as vague as possible.
She's someone in my family.
She's not even your aunt. There you go.
There's someone in my family who also has a blog. Or who did. I don't know if they still do. But, they just rub me the wrong way, right? When you have children,
right,
and you put them on the internet, there's just such a gray area around
I dislike people that overexpose their children to the internet. Like, posting pictures of them naked in the bathtub. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, even on Facebook, generally,
anything.
Just sharing every day.
Yeah. Right.
The update.
Right. And, I mean, there's a difference between, just sharing parts of your life and your kids on Facebook and...
every day.
And, sharing really very, very...
Intimate
details
right,
about your children.
Yeah, those poor kids.
I just think about the fact that even though, and of course I'm not a parent, I don't have a child, so I can't 100% relate to this topic, but...
You don't have to SJW your explanation. We understand.
You don't need a kid to understand.
I just think about the fact that your child is eventually going to grow up to be an adult.
Right.
And they eventually, when they're a child, they can't consent to a lot of things. Because they're a child, they can't consent to, there's a non-consent laws that they can't consent to things. Because their brain is not developed.
Right.
So they can't consent to things that you put online of them. So, I'm thinking about, pictures, naked pictures... even suggestive pictures.
I don't know. That's weird.
Suggestive pictures.
Yeah, why even share that shit? That's for the fam.
Right, that's for you to put in your weird, but, now, that's beside the point. I digress.
Yeah.
But another pet peeve of mine, aside from, the privacy issues and things, is when people complain about their children online.
Oh, I hate that shit.
And complain in the sense that, not just in the fact of, I don't know, I can't even think of a relevant thing, but complain in the fact that, oh my god, my kid's up again, and he's a fucking newborn.
Right, yeah.
I had to change the diaper
You had to change your kid's diaper again. Please don't,
complaining about the basic shit.
I'm sorry, it's not, I'm sure it's not fun being a parent, but I don't... it just seems like you don't care about your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those, I like to say those are inside thoughts.
Yeah.
Those are things you think to yourself. You go rant to your friends.
I mean, if I can figure that out, because I have compulsive thoughts constantly. I'm not going to tell people my crazy fucking thoughts all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you have to learn how, if you are sincerely unbalanced people, there's, sincerely unbalanced people in the world. I consider myself to be one of them, but... You have to learn how to fucking put the mask on, I guess is the best way to put it, and, not post your constant thought patterns to the world where you just are here's a crazy idea, here's a crazy thought, here's a crazy thought, you know what I mean?
Filter.
Right.
There's a filter.
Filter.
So, when people in my family post things about, their children, about,
Jesus.
No filter.
Oh my god, I can't believe... my kid did this again. I can't believe they did that again. I don't know. It just rubs me in such the wrong way. But I've also come to learn that they will also do things like post about people in my family. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Just
on the blog,
right? So
airing it out,
yes,
for
but
everyone to see.
Imagine it was
imagine
we're not filming a podcast right now and we're just hanging out. We're just kicking it. We invited you over to our place. Or no, actually,
okay.
Imagine it this way. Imagine it this way. We're coming over to your place.
Right.
Right. We're coming over to your place. and I'm at your place and I'm blogging because I have a blog, right? I used to have my little fashion blog, and I'm sitting at your house and I'm saying Spencer is such a fucking piece of shit. I hate him so goddamn much.
She 100% would do shit like that. That's
You're
what's
blogging about me in
your own house.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Who does that?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
Crazy
shit.
people.
Who does that shit? So
yeah, it threw me such for a loop. Sometimes, something about like, sometimes when people like have like those like personality things where, like they like do actions that are so out of the norm that it like throws even me for a loop. Because like a lot of the times I can like understand when people are like do something like a little out of left field, you know what I mean? It's like, it's fine, I understand.
Yeah.
But to like blog about somebody while you're sitting in the same house as them, like, I don't even think I have the nuts to do that. You know what I mean? I used to get
It's because you would just be like, yo, what the fuck is your problem,
right.
bro?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
You have no problem with conflict.
I do, yes, that is the difference. Oh, okay, Chris D'Elia. You remember
did
him?
he do some more shit?
I saw he's coming
I haven't
to
thought
Rockford.
about
That's what I was gonna say.
Did you see the video? The promo video was so funny.
He can't get to Chicago. He's got to go to Rockford.
I saw a video on
is
Facebook that was just him going like,
Clearly.
"Hey, I'm gonna be in Rockford, I guess. Come
Yeah.
out." Scully, you need to calm down right now.
Calm the
okay?
fuck.
Nobody needs to be this
Boy.
excited about Chris D'Elia, okay?
Chris D'Elia.
D'Elia.
Dude,
and then the comments on the promo video were like, "Do kids get in the show free?"
Oh my god. Yeah,
Gross. Where is he performing in Rockford?
The Coronado, which surprised me. That's actually a big venue.
Huh.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he used to sell out huge venues.
Yeah.
Like, he used to play, like,
It's still a big
Chicago.
theater.
I mean, like, he used to also play, like, Chicago Theater and shit like that. So, like, huger venues. You know what I mean?
Well, Rockford is the crime capital of Illinois.
Yeah, most Rockfordians probably don't even like know what they're like. Wait, well, there was a scandal. What?
Yeah,
I'm
This
just trying
guy's
to see a
fucking
comedian. Yeah, this guy's just funny as fuck. Oh, good.
Yeah, I was about to say, if anywhere in America you're trying to find a child escort, I feel like Rockford might be a high percentage point average to finding. No offense to Rockford, I love Rockford.
This city voted Taco Bell its #1 Mexican restaurant. Okay?
Fucking
Did they really?
hilarious.
It's real. There's a real billboard. It went viral on Reddit like a long time
Wait,
ago.
that was from Rockford?
Yeah,
Because I saw that.
It says voted #1
Oh my
Mexican
God.
restaurant. Yeah.
Do you know what doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to me? I saw the ad on Facebook too for the Chris D'Elia show, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think his main demographic that he's trying to attract on TikTok?
Probably.
Aren't all the kids on TikTok? It seems like doesn't seem like the kids
ad's
are on
probably
Facebook.
On both.
He leaves
I don't know.
his secret messages are on TikTok. He's like, any ladies in the
that's
Rockford area you want to meet up and I don't know, just talk about life.
Right.
Oh my
God.
Nothing weird.
Nothing weird.
You guys know who Natasha Leggero is? You know Natasha Leggero, comedian?
What did you
No.
say?
Natasha Leggero?
One more time?
She's a comedian from Rockford, and she's fucking hilarious.
No, I don't
have
know.
never heard of her.
She's like famous.
Huh, I'll have to look her up.
But she has jokes in her sets about Rockford.
Really?
It's so funny. Like she's got this one that's hilarious where she's like, yeah, here in Los Angeles, you see people on their bike and they're just trying to be healthy. Where I'm from in Illinois, you see someone on their bike. They had a DUI.
That is so true.
It's so funny too. You can tell the people that are like leaving the bars in the middle, like, because I'm a bit of a night owl, so I'll walk around at night, and you'll see people leaving the bars on bicycle that have like long handlebar mustaches and like alcohol face, and they're just like
a 30 rack, like
like on their arms.
Yep, up here.
It's like, damn, bro. You know when an alcoholic's off bad when they're riding home with a case of Keystone Ice. That's the truth. That's when you know you've hit rock bottom. Like, you're drinking a 30 rack.
$9.99.
Yeah. $9.99 and 8.5. Isn't it like 8.5?
That's like 6%.
It's really high. It's higher than a normal.
Is it really?
It's higher than
I
a
didn't
normal
know that.
beer.
It's like
Keystone
6%.
Damn.
Yeah, it's way higher. Not way
Scully,
higher. It's
relax.
0.5%.
Yeah, we used.
Do you remember we used to drink those?
Shit out of that.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Everybody has a Keystone Ice phase, I imagine.
Okay, we this is the drinking periods that we went through with our Spencer's old roommate. We used to drink Keystone Ice at first. Do you remember the bottles of? I think Fruity Loops is the name of it. What is
this? Was a beer?
No, it was hard liquor. Yeah. What was it called?
I think it was just called Loopy.
Loopy?
But it was a Fruit Loop flavored vodka.
Oh!
Talk about heartburn, man, but we would drink the shit out of that. Ugh.
There was another, like, I think it was like called like drag. It was like a dragon
fruit or whatever.
There
the
was
Bacardi dragon fruit or whatever the fuck it was.
Was that the ones that
20 years old
were always like on like discount?
Yeah.
At like American Liquors and shit? Or am I thinking of something else?
Which one, the Bacardi? The dragon?
The Fruit Loops one.
Loopy? Yeah. It probably was cheap. It was probably cheap to begin with, huh? But it actually did taste like Fruit Loops, which was kind of fucked up.
Do you remember? do you remember doing paint sticks back in the day?
Oh my god!
For the people that don't know what
I would never do one.
For the people that don't know what a paint stick is, you used to fill up.
Do college kids still do that?
Hey, if you're a college kid, listen to this because college kids.
Do you do this? I want somebody.
It looked like a giant syringe, is what it looked like.
Yeah, it was like a pool noodle syringe that you would suck up a beer.
I imagine they do.
You could put like 2 beers.
You could put 2 beers in it, and you would drink it instantly, dude. That was okay. I have to tell a
shot right down the throat, like perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly.
You would drink the whole beer in like 2 seconds.
That's why I didn't do that because it instantly right back out.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It was weirdly smooth.
It completely bypasses your like nervous system almost because it's like you just like.
Is that scientific?
It really does feel like it because I know what it
feels like. It, yes.
Okay, I remember the one night we did like paint sticks and we got a big bottle and Nathan, who was on the previous episode, got so fucking wasted that I remember.
He puked into your ottoman.
No, that was Nate.
That
was the same day, though.
That's the other Nate. That's the other Nate. Okay.
That's the same day, though, I think.
Roommate Nate puked in the ottoman, opened it up like a trash bucket, and then closed it up and went back to bed.
I remember picking Nathan up over my shoulder because he got way drunk before everyone else. So I picked him up because he's a small boy. He's a small man. So I picked him up over his shoulder and I'm carrying to the bathroom. He's like, I'm gonna puke, and I'm like, I know. So I like picked him up, and then I like put him in the bathroom, and he's like, dude, I think I need to call an ambulance. I think I have alcohol poisoning. And I literally just took his head and his long hair, and I just shoved my finger down his throat and put his head into the toilet. And I was like, I'm sorry, bud. It's for your own good. Because he just he was like so gone. Like, you know, like. There's like a point when you like realize it, when like someone's like verging on like alcohol poisoning, and he was like, yeah, like past the point of verging on alcohol poisoning. I'm like, sorry.
So you should have probably brought him to the doctor.
Did God's work.
No, the thing is too, I'm not trying to like bust somebody under 21 for fucking just getting wasted at someoone's crib. You know what I mean? Like,
I forgot that this was before.
So it's like one of those things. It's like you just do it. You just like you just homie out, and you're
sometimes you just gotta shove your fingers down somebody's throat.
Sometimes you just gotta.
I think everybody vomited that night at some point.
I used to vomit all the time. I remember like I used to like.
I just vomited last week from drinking.
Yeah, it happens
a lot, multiple times.
Shit happens.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna cut really quick. Do you know something that I don't trust in a personality type? This is something. This is gonna be like one of those things where Brooke just says, "I don't know what you're talking about," but it's okay. This is
okay.
Is that what she sounds like?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't trust people that play human white guys in fantasy role playing games. So like if you play Skyrim
and you pick the basic,
if you pick white guy fighter with a sword, there's something about your baseline personality that I don't trust. If you can pick anything,
no, I can understand. I think where you're coming from, even though I don't play those games.
That's hilarious.
Because there's so much cooler shit you can be.
I want to be a cat man.
Like I am a human. I don't want to. Like role play as a human. I want to role play as like a fucking alien,
right? Yeah, cat person,
wolf,
and
demon.
Totally agree.
I don't know.
Yeah. The other thing is, I wonder if Japanese, because like I've been playing Final Fantasy, and I wonder if Japanese people think that white people have spiky hair, because every JRPG has a white guy with just like spiked out like spike hair, and I'm like,
but I think that's just because that's how they make anime people.
Right.
That's spiky hair, so I think that's just how they make everybody's
In general,
hair.
their hair is all pretty gnarly.
They know what Americans look like.
I was always surprised by when you lived with an Asian man, Spencer, and he used to put. I thought that their hair would just be like flat, like dead straight flat. Andy back in the day,
yeah, you could kind of spike it up. They kind of.
It has like a texture to it because like even to like put it down, they have to like put shit. In there,
it down
because it like kind of like sits like this. I was so fascinated by his hair. I was like, I didn't I mean, I guess any ethnicity
has
the
hair. Whitest person. I'm so fascinated by his hair.
I grew up being around black people, so it's like one of those things where I was like, their hair texture made sense to me. I just assumed Asian people's hair were like white people's hair. I guess what it is. That's the best way to put it, because it's not though. It really isn't.
That reminded me of the funniest fucking thing that happened in like middle school art class. It was like in like 7th grade or something. The art teacher goes, "Did you guys know only Asians have truly black hair?" And then she goes to the one black kid in the class and goes, "Blake's hair here is not actually black. It's just very, very dark brown." And then she points to the one Asian kid in the class.
Oh my god.
Kay's hair is actually true black hair.
Oh my god.
What were you trying to accomplish by saying that? Like, really? What does that have to do with art?
This bullshit. My hair's fucking black. What are you talking about, bitch? Yeah, I remember just being like, what? But I wondered that my whole life. Is that true that only Asians have truly black hair?
Well, yeah, that
else
is a very weird statistic.
It was a very weird. She made it like a whole point to like tell us this.
If we had a person we could fact check right now, I would tell them to fact check that.
Yeah,
is there a study that says that?
Somebody look into this.
Look into this because I'm not going to, but I'm interested.
When we have a break, I will look it up.
Yeah,
because that is weird. That's weird.
Culturally, you know how France is always described as like being like high society in a way? You know what I mean? Like fancy?
Yeah.
And being dickheads?
Well, it's not even dickheads. Like
surrendering.
Yeah, no. I will say though.
We're thinking of multiple different stereotypes.
Yeah, so like.
Let's name all the French cliches.
Yeah. You ever notice how much French people like the only thing I see in like news stories are like French people being very mean to Muslim people. Why do the French hate Muslim people so much? Because they were like the first country to like be like, you can't wear a hijab in school. Like they just like make rules that like specifically target them. Any person that's smarter than me want to answer my questions in the comment once again, because
I
think all of Europe is pretty racist against,
I think it's a trope also that French hate Americans.
Oh yeah, that's like tourists.
That's definitely a trope.
They it seems like they just hate everybody who's not Frenchy.
Yeah, that's not a Frenchie.
They probably just want you to get the fuck out of their country, though. I will say it seems like I understand them being like, can you just go somewhere that's not here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I imagine like tourism becoming rampant in the place that you live would be frustrating.
I could imagine if it was here, because I get angry. Like
we get angry when the students come back, and we live in a college town.
Yeah, so half
it's the best in the summertime when they're all fucking gone.
Yeah.
So I guess I can kind of relate to that.
I completely understand.
That makes sense.
You know who they're really racist to over there? Not just France, but all the countries, is the Roma. The gypsies.
Oh, gypsies?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of places don't fuck with the
everybody
gypsy
hates the gypsies over there.
Yeah, people say now that gypsy itself is a slur. Yeah, you're supposed to say Romani.
Yeah, they have all these like cool little tricks they use to like steal stuff. I like it.
I used to fucking love that stupid reality show on TLC that was like my big fat gypsy wedding.
I forgot
Do you remember that stupid show?
Yeah. No, I remember when I was over there, they had this trick. They were like warning us about it. Like,
to trick you to give them money or some shit?
Yeah, they come up to you with like a ring or something they'll be holding and be like, you dropped this.
And then once you take it...
while you're being like, I don't know what you're talking about, another kid is coming up and just got your wallet out of your back pocket.
When I was in Europe, a lot of the people that I went to with all got pickpocketed.
Yeah.
When I went to Europe, they warned us against pickpocketing too. They warned us when we were in France, actually, about nuns. Or people saying that they were nuns around the Eiffel Tower and asking for money and saying that I don't remember the story that they told us to watch out for, but it was something about like, I don't know, people like ask you for money or like needing bus fare because they didn't know they couldn't go home or something.
The craziest panhandlers that you'll ever see are like people like that is in front of the Vatican. I saw a lady who would like take shit and like go like this and like force herself to cry and look like she was crying blood out of her eyes.
Whoa,
and pretend like they're blind.
sick. I would have given her some money.
But you have to wait, you have to wait in line to get into the Vatican. So I don't know if you know this. So we're waiting in line.
It's so small.
Yeah. And so we're waiting in line, and this lady's like doing it, and she's like pretending like she's blind, and she's like people like giving her money and shit like that, and like I don't know, it was like something got like stuck up, and we were like in line for a long time, and I just saw this lady go like this, get up and take like a baby white out of a bag and like wipe under her eyes, and like put on a pair of glasses and just walk away. I was like, holy fuck. I don't know if like she like reached the point of where I was just like
comparing the panhandlers of DeKalb to that.
Yeah.
Now that is the ultimate pan. Yeah,
There's artisan. That's artisan.
That is artisan right there.
That reminds me of this isn't quite that intense, but the thing I saw when I was over there was a guy. There's this guy playing violin on the street, and he's like playing the most beautiful fucking violin you've ever heard in your life. It's like Mozart over here. This guy. And as we get closer, we walk by him. It's plugged into like a speaker.
Yeah.
Of course.
As we get closer, I look at this dude's fingers.
He's not fucking
playing
that
I'm no violin expert, but I could tell like I go, oh my god, he's totally just miming.
There's people that
do that here.
Oh, totally.
Have you seen them? People that do it in front of Target.
In DeKalb?
Yeah, DeKalb, yes.
Oh, I did hear those guys. Wait, they're miming that?
Yes, they're fake too.
They're doing the exact same thing.
Lame. Folks, get a bucket with some drumsticks or something.
Right?
Come on. A real goddamn...
I might... If I
when I see real booskers, I will give you money.
I fucking love
when we went to Seattle and there were those people in the fucking cat...
outfits?
In these cat masks playing the violins. I knew
cool.
that they were playing.
1 second.
I gave them
one second.
That's cool.
We're going to insert it right here. You have the video,
okay.
Right?
Yeah, we'll put their information right here.
there.
Dude, that sounds dope.
Fun. It was really cool.
It was cool. Yeah, they were playing a cover of some sort, like Coldplay or something like that.
Yeah.
It was. We can insert the video that I took somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have a question that has to do with Jesus, and I'm going to ask you, Brooke. Is
the resident Catholic?
Yeah. Okay. Is
ex-Catholic? Hopefully, Mom's not watching.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Is Jesus supposed to be dead at the end of the Bible, or is he alive? Because I don't understand the concept. What
do you mean by the end of the Bible? What's the end of the Bible? The
end of like Jesus' arc, right? They open up this big stone.
Can I tell you that I don't fucking know. I haven't read the Bible in years.
Let me explain.
Okay.
You might have an answer for me after my explanation. You know how they open the stone, right?
Like he comes like Easter time?
Easter time, and they open up the rock, and he's not behind the thing, right? Is Jesus still alive in the context of the Bible, or like
when he rises from the dead?
Right? Is he supposed to be still alive, like warming around the earth, or is he like? I think
he floated up to heaven, didn't he? I don't know.
But under the same logic, it's like if everyone goes to heaven, why is Jesus the only one where his body disappears?
Because he's the son of fucking God, bro.
I think in the I think it would be cooler if in the context of the Bible they're just like, Jesus is not dead, and not only you don't even know who Jesus is. He might be the homeless guy.
If God was one of us.
Just a stranger on the bus.
What if God...
That's my answer.
That's a good song. It's funny
my
how
answer.
controversial that song was back then. It's like,
I think
would that even be a big deal if that came out
I think
now?
that's pretty philosophical.
I think people were mad because they asserted that God was a woman. I think that's what people got.
That could be poor or whatever. Yeah,
right.
They were showing
and
like the homeless people.
I'm thinking of my mother saying this right now.
Yeah.
I think it could be the fact that you're assuming that God is a mere mortal human being when he is actually more than that.
But how can you say that we're made in God's image if God doesn't have an image? You know what I mean? Like, image means the direct idea that it's like you can.
He looks like a man.
In his
image.
He looks like Gandalf.
This is my indoctrination speaking.
Okay.
We're made in his image,
right.
But we're not God.
Right.
Okay.
We're not. We look like him.
Uh-huh.
We look like them, but we don't have the God.
I don't believe this. This is what I learned growing up. I'm indoctrinated. I have trauma. Please help me. Thank you.
I will say, though, I like the idea of pissing off Christians by using they, them pronouns to describe God. They're like,
God.
He's a man. Yeah, they're so sure.
And that
so
shit's gotta be capitalized.
Yeah.
Not even, it's just it's he capital, bitch.
Oh my god.
Bitch.
Everyone knows God looks like Gandalf and Jesus looks like Ewan McGregor.
That makes perfect sense.
I like that.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
Did you ever see that thing that went around Reddit where there was like a woman that like hung up a picture of Ewan McGregor and they like my mom thought.
Yeah. I'll pray to Ewan McGregor now instead of actual Jesus. That was beautiful.
Power Hour Podcast.
Welcome to the third segment.
I don't even have my fucking phone open. Honestly, you ever feel like after you vomit, you just like feel powerful afterwards?
Powerful? No, usually I feel like I want to pass out.
Yeah, I like that feeling. I legitimately enjoy that feeling. I don't know where the fuck my phone is.
I do usually feel a lot better.
Am I sitting on it? I am.
Oh, shit.
I'm sitting on a lot of things, actually. Scully, I'm sitting on that. Your toy.
That doesn't look comfortable.
It wasn't.
Oh, I got this was up my ass.
Come sit on our couch. You'll get something up your ass.
Ew. Oh, Lord. You know, some people like that. Some people want their prostate
massaged.
Massaged. All right, okay.
We'll put our massage gun under this one next time, so.
All right, so this is a third time reoccurring segment. I think this is the first time with Spencer here. Oh, you were the second time with here. It's Pass Me the Ox.
All right.
AKA Don't Scare the Bitches.
Or connect to my Bluetooth.
Connect to my Bluetooth hole. All right. So how this works is I give you a scenario of a place, and they give you the aux, and then they're telling you to play music. Okay?
Are you giving us a demographic too?
Yes. Okay. I'm going to give you the full. I have two.
Full context scenario.
All right. So you're sitting in a room with elder millennial men, people our age.
Wait. Elder millennial men?
Yes.
So our age or slightly older?
Our age
Both?
and slightly old. Yes.
Okay.
We're the lower end, and then there's a higher end.
Men.
Okay.
Okay.
They're all on cocaine, and they plan to be for the rest of the night. All right. There's one black guy, and one Mexican guy, and then 4 white men.
So we're talking about your group. Your group.
I'm not on cocaine anymore. I want to be there.
So your friend group.
No, there's more.
Possibly.
No. But that's context.
Okay.
Let me okay.
But okay, could be slightly older.
For one thing, there's only one black guy.
There's only one black guy,
one Mexican guy, 4 white people, but the white guys are wearing cowboy hats.
Cowboy. Whoa.
Okay.
That throws a twist.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That throws a twist in the bunch.
Yeah. Okay. I have my answer. Do you want me to go first? What do you guys think?
Yeah, because you wrote this, so yes, give us a baseline to go off of here.
This is what I would choose.
What would you choose?
Now, I purposely wrote the question without thinking first.
Okay.
So, I have not thought of an answer. So I'm gonna have to think. I think I would go 70s outlaw country.
I was honestly thinking some outlaw country. I was thinking some Johnny Cash.
Maybe Johnny
but
Cash.
we would only play 10 seconds of every song because we're too coked out.
Yeah.
I've never done coke, so I don't know.
We play the intro of every song and then we
multiple times.
Start playing the next one.
Yeah. I think I would probably go with Family Tradition by Hank Williams Jr.
Okay.
Look it up if you want to. That's my answer. Okay. You say a Johnny Cash, the intros of a couple Johnny Cash songs.
I think I'm just gonna throw on some Eiffel 65.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I feel
because it seems like a cocaine kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, okay, before you were throwing in the different, when I initially thought it was of just random white guys, my first thought was Limp Bizkit.
That's not a bad idea. You know, Limp Bizkit might be a pretty good idea. You're actually very perceptive in this game, and you don't even realize it. Because I feel like a room of all those people would probably be like, oh.
And because also...
I did it all for the nookie!
I'm keeping in mind, this is elder millennial man.
Yeah,
so slightly older than us.
Yes. We're in the... Yes.
You know? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going with some Limp Bizkit.
That's not a bad idea. So we're doing a Johnny Cash song, Family Traditions, and then a Limp Bizkit song. Yeah. Do you have an idea which one you're gonna put on? Break Shit. That's a good one.
Break Shit?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if I know that song. I don't know a whole lot of Limp Bizkit songs.
I mean, they all sound exactly the same.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They all sound the same.
You know what would be a good one?
I know that one.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Yeah, yes, that one would be good. Rolling. Okay. Also, I just want to throw this out there. People, let us know if you would like this, because I think in the future, if we keep this segment in, we should have 2 jars. One for...
that's a good idea.
One for location, one for demographic. And we each pick one, and then we have to answer. So none of us know what
That's a good idea.
None of us know the prompt.
I've been trying to write them, off the top of the dome. And so we'll
just think of a bunch of locations and a bunch of demographics.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready for the second one?
Are
you ready for the second one? Okay. 3 moms in a room. All of them have been drinking.
Okay.
Okay. So this is moms that don't mind getting down, but they're also the type of person that doesn't drink all the time. We're not talking.
How old are the moms? Like, are they like my friend moms or like older, like my mom's mom? No.
Like,
are they my mom?
It'd be like our mom.
So, like, my friend? So, like, some of my friends are moms.
Yes.
Is it me hanging out with my mom, my friends?
You're talking about like our moms.
My mom.
So, like a 50, woman in her 50s.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to throw on some Enya for them.
Wait.
Continue. What's the context here?
1 second.
What's the context?
All of them been drinking, right?
But what are they drinking?
Elmer, I literally have it written down.
Okay.
So let me finish.
I need to know this.
All right. All of them been drinking. Most of them are not regular drinkers in the sense that they're going to drink like 4 drinks and they're going to be like legitimately fucking smashed.
Right. Are they drinking wine?
No.
Okay.
Amaretto Stone Sours. That's orange juice, amaretto, and vodka. Mixed drink. So like blender drinks.
Yeah. So we're sloppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you put on?
And they're okay. So this is like my mom's age.
But like,
I'm gonna throw on some ABBA maybe.
Like, I don't see your mom getting wasted.
No.
I see my mom getting wasted. Yeah.
So, but your mom is slightly younger than my mom.
My mom is.
So I guess I don't know. It kind of depends on. Yeah, it depends on what age.
It might like some Duran Duran, some ABBA.
Yeah.
Some Stevie Nicks might be fun.
Yeah.
If they're into that.
Yeah.
Let me think. So, like, if I'm thinking more 80s, I don't know. I'm thinking, like, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
That's
something
a jam.
like that.
Maybe Heart, just in Heart.
Yeah,
Heart would
Heart.
be cool.
Some Fleetwood Mac, you know.
That would be the second time Fleetwood Mac would be the answer in
that could be the answer to any scenario you throw.
Just
because they're so good.
I want to throw this to a little side thing. I think it would be a great idea to do a Fleetwood Mac biopic.
Yeah, that would be.
There's so much fucking.
I've always thought that.
All the drama.
There's so much fucking drama.
Do you think they're all still alive? Do you think it's because, like, none of them want that shit aired out? Like, there's been so many biopics. You'd think that they would have tried to do that.
They'll probably wait until.
Think?
I honestly, if I were to give a very honest answer, they'll probably wait until Stevie dies.
Yeah.
Because she was a focal point of drama. And you can't make a movie where the focal point of drama would have notes about how it's written. You know what I mean? Is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Because she still has, like, such cultural clout. You probably have to wait until they die. Because, like, I don't think the other people would give as much of a fuck about their, like, an honest portrayal of themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, yeah. Okay,
She's
so you're...
the best.
What are you thinking?
Okay, let me... So that distracted me for a second.
Okay.
So it could be somebody like your mom or my mom together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on some Bon Jovi. I think.
Yeah.
Classic.
I'm gonna put on some Bon Jovi.
Classic
maybe.
mom choice.
Or like some Journey. Like I don't know, some sort of lame
fucking
like
pour
wedding
some
music.
sugar on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I you know what I'm gonna put on? I'm gonna put Prince's second album on. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
That's a good one.
We're not trying to get him like naked.
I mean,
are you?
Are you?
You said it's the first time they've been drinking in a while.
Yeah.
So
I think there's so many hits on it from Prince's second album. I'm gonna put it up like right here at the bottom because I can't think of it off the top of my head. I've had a little too many drinks and I vomited all the food that I drank out. So I'm gonna put it right here. But yeah.
So, you know, I think you guys could probably help me with this because one other angle I'm thinking that this could go is, and I just can't think of a good song that might totally encompass it. But I could think that some of these women their emotions might come over them and they're fucking sobbing.
Yeah.
What song are they sobbing
along
to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what's
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Right. Okay, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah.
Back to my original.
Yeah, that's a good one for that.
Because it could also be like a breakup song. You know, like they're thinking of their ex-lover. They're divorced. They're thinking of Elton
what was
John.
yours?
I said maybe they're weeping to some Elton John or something.
Oh yeah, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road or something like that.
Yeah.
Elton John would be a good one though. For that.
Elton John would be a good one too.
Yeah, like you could put like the whole Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and like they'd probably be like, these are all there. That is another album of fully bangers.
Yeah,
like,
in general, that's just a good.
There's
album.
no miss.
You know he's on his last ever tour right now. I think it's
Really?
about to be done. Yeah.
Dang.
It's crazy that seeing like Billy Joel and Elton John like together because they like toured together. And they're like,
been dope.
Yeah, but they couldn't stand each other, so they stopped the tour. It's so much crazier how much better Elton John looks than Billy Joel, because Billy Joel never stopped drinking.
Billy Joel looks like a sad, like kind of potato man.
He's a sad drunk potato man that knows how to play the piano, and
I haven't seen Billy Joel in a while. I have to look up a picture of him.
Playing the same song.
Should I look it up?
No. 1 second. Well,
don't look it up.
Don't look it up. I'm putting
For your own sake.
I'm putting it right here. I'm doing another
so
insert.
the audience can see it, but I can't.
Sad, right? Are you bummed
like,
out? Oh yeah, I'm bummed out a little bit too.
I don't know where you're gonna insert it, but I'm gonna imagine this over here.
It's gonna be over all of this. Oh
my god!
Elton's doing good.
He seems like he's doing well. I'm sure he's got enough money to do something.
I always thought it's weird when people have kids when they're like 70 years old. Like that.
Oh
dude,
yeah.
The dude's like almost 80 and he's got like 10-year-old kids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
they're adopted,
son, I love right?
You,
I mean,
no, he's busted.
Not going to be around.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The thing is,
recently?
Yeah, he's still busting. Men can bust inside forever as long as their dick gets hard.
No, I know that.
Oh,
but
I thought you were confused about
I don't think he's been busted inside any women.
He's having children with women recently?
Elton John. Not
I thought you were talking about Billy Joel. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Billy Joel's still busting inside. Like, why are you surprised that Billy? Like, he's a fucking rock star. Of course, he's still fucking. What do you mean?
No,
he's not
I was talking about Elton John.
No, Elton John is not busting. I mean, he might be. They might be serving.
We were talking about having children.
Yeah.
I was saying
Elton John is not busting inside of a woman and giving birth to a child.
His bust might be the lead of those children. You wouldn't think that Elton John would have used his own sperm.
They could have done a surrogate.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that's possible.
Yeah. It's not Elton John doing the busting. It's the turkey baster doing the busting. But
well, I mean, technically, he's doing the busting, but it's not inside the. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
You know what's something that.
Anyway.
You know something that this is like just popped in my head. I kind of wish that I worked in a sperm bank.
What? Why do you make so many gay connotations?
No.
When I'm right here.
Listen. How many jokes do you think I could write a day in a sperm bank?
You could just do that anyway.
Like,
you don't have to work there.
Well, do you want me to hang around the fucking sperm bank?
You don't need to be there.
No,
Anyone need a hand job?
First-hand experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Called,
you guys go and do your field research at a sperm bank.
It's called immersion.
Yeah.
Into the role.
The thing is, in the same way that, like, I think part of the reason why I'm able to write so many jokes is because I work with disabled people, because they are the.
Wait, writing about the disabled people?
No, but I'm saying, like, their level of honesty is like what fuels my writing process. In the same way that if I worked at a sperm bank, the level of honesty of a man who's just busted into a cup for like $20 would probably be. I'd be like, "How was it, bud?" And he's like handing me the sperm, like.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, it'd be
maybe you could give some really good insights right after that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like the
lottery numbers are 53743.
Here's the bus cup. That's what I'd call it too. You should got a bus cup?
Maybe you should ask some of we should ask our clients what the lottery numbers are going to be. You know what though? One of our clients, I swear to God, every single time there's been a pregnant person at work, she has predicted the gender of the baby correctly.
This
is
fucking
like
crazy.
a 6 out of 6. I'm not even joking you.
That's crazy.
Like my boss that's pregnant right now, she guessed it correctly.
I will say that
crazy.
There is a level of okay. You know, like how you don't realize sometimes you're getting fat until your pants don't fit?
Yes.
Do you know how many times a client has gone up to me and hit me in the tummy and be like, "You're fat now?" And then I would look down and I'm like, "Wait, am I fat now all of a sudden?" And then I look down and I'm like, "Wait, I am fat now." You know what I mean? So it's like that level of honesty that I wish more people had in a day-to-day life, because so many people are like trying to put the mask on. I guess this is the best. You know what I mean? Once again, rearrange to the idea. It's like,
you're like, "Oh, you haven't been working out?"
Yeah, right. They'll definitely like
that person just comes and slaps you in the stomach.
No, it's There's like
it's like,
you're fat now. Are you pregnant? I had a client ask me,
"Are you pregnant?"
And I'm like, I can't have children.
Luckily, I haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, no filter. Yeah.
I love it. I love it though, because some of
we could learn from that.
Yeah. I think that's the path that I like write jokes through. Like, it's like ultra honesty. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like ultra honesty is the funny thing.
That's like how children are too. Not
right.
to compare the two.
No.
But it is
the same way.
Those two aspects are very similar.
Yeah, like, like how a kid will like see an ugly person and be like, why are they so fucking ugly? You know
what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong with that man?
Yeah. Son, he just has half a face. Don't worry about it. It was probably a horrific accident.
But the thing is, though, with those, like, with both of those groups of people, children and typically disabled people, just the fact that we've worked with them
for years,
it tends to work this way. Those two groups of people, though, when they say, "What's wrong with your face?" and you say, "Oh, that's just how it is," they go, Okay.
Makes sense.
And then they continue on with their lives.
Yeah.
It's like, but
that's
then
enough of an explanation.
Some other human beings are like, just continue on hating somebody.
Do you know what I
because
think
of
it
that
is?
stupid ass shit.
It's the same thing. Like a person will be like, "Oh, you should drink more water," or like a non-disabled person will be like, "I'll take what you say 100% face value," but like a person will be like, one person will be like, you should really drink more water. That's part of the reason why you like are this way, or like you should think about this and this, and it's like. I'm glad that you like are trying to find a solution for me, but it's like a little bit alienating if you like sincerely feel uncomfortable about something to just have someone be like, "Oh, I know why you're why this is a problem." You know what I mean?
When they're trying to like give you solutions.
Yeah, and like I don't want a solution
anecdotes.
From you.
Right.
Dude, there's so many people in my family that are just like "Oh, I have this idea for your life." And I'm like, you are a raging alcoholic person with bipolar disorder. Please. And I mean sincerely, please do not give me life lessons.
Don't give me advice.
I do not. My schizophrenic...
Or I'm just going to nod and say,
My schizophrenic uncle used to give me life advice. And honestly, sometimes...
That's one you definitely take with, not a grain of salt, but like,
honestly,
the whole shaker.
Yeah, shaker.
Yeah. I'm sure that was a great visual.
That's how you shake your salt.
Yep. Right into your mouth.
So, hey, another episode. 8.
This was a good episode.
Another 8.
This was a good one.
Hey, I really do.
Another one.
I do sincerely hope that in the future we can get more musical acts because I do like closing the episode out with an act. Musical acts.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So if you are a musical group that want to be on,
I'm gonna get on soon.
Yeah.
Next episode.
But in the future.
In the future, though, like if you are like someone that wants to promote something, you got a Twitch channel or something. I want to have more people on here because I do sometimes feel like I struggle with over talking. In a way, you know what I mean? Like
I'll talk over you if you want me to do that.
No, it's not even that. But the thing is, like, I have all these ideas constantly, and I think the like really fun thing about this podcast is when it's a little bit more open and not me being so over constructive of like the concepts of like how we move. So I like want it to be a little bit more loose, and I feel like if I have a musical artist, it tends itself to be that. So I do hope that in the future, if you want to be on the podcast, come on. It's pretty simple. Yeah.
Do it.
Come play your shit.
Let us know.
Yeah, play your shit.
Yeah, it's a good way to end with like the...
Hit us up.
Get some music going.
Yeah.
Put some music right here.
Yeah. I mean, I do have some music that I'm releasing. Maybe I'll put a song right here.
Oh. Sneak peek of the Acid Garfunkel.
Yeah, I do need to finish the album cover, so...
Acid Garfunkel coming soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now.
It is playing right now.
Yeah, why don't you perform?
The world is ending,
and
God forgot us.
Oh, that's a jam.
Yeah.
I can't wait to put that up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, good episode.
Someday me and Scully will do some karaoke.
Ooh.
What are we saying? In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my... Oh my God. She's not liking that song. She doesn't want to do Will Smith. Okay, how about... What do you want to sing instead?
Demon! Demon in the phone! Demon!